Hey guys, okay, I'm gonna do my birth plan. I've said in other videos, like, sometimes I feel like a birth plan's kind of, like, it's not gonna always go as planned, but this is just a couple things that I would like to have. Now, you can go to babycenter.com, and if I can find the link that I got this, I will put it down below, and just go through, and this is something you can take to the hospital with you. My birth plan's pretty simple. Like, there's nothing really like extra that I really am going for. Therefore, like, I'm not going to give my birth plan to my doctors. This is just really kind of inform you guys, and then things that are usually on birth plans. I didn't have with my daughter, so it's no big deal. But anyways, this is pretty much, I just wrote it down because I don't have a printer, but you can print out the actual sheets like from babycenter.com. So my birth plan, first thing it said on there, like, who do you want in the room with you? Obviously my husband, and then either my friend Katie or my friend Laura. I wouldn't mind both. They're both my best friends. I've been friends with them for years, and they want to be part of this. They're just as excited as I am. So one or the other, they're going to kind of rotate in and out. I basically said first come, first serve. Just the amenities in the room. On that list, the only thing was I want to take pictures during labor and delivery. Like I said, we might video, but like we're not videoing the actual like birth down below. Like I don't want to see that. Like that's just me. I know it's a beautiful thing and whatever, but I don't need to see that. Pictures will be all above the waist. Maybe of me pushing. If it's not pushing as soon as he's born, that's really what I want the pictures, that moment to capture. When admitted to the hospital, let's see, you have things you could check. I want my husband with me at all times. I want Katie or Laura there during delivery, and I do want to be able to walk around if I'm obviously not dilating quickly enough. With my daughter, I dilated very quickly. I mean, I literally, like, it was so quick that I didn't have to walk around. My body was naturally doing it, and since I am being induced, maybe, unless the baby comes today, like I want, I wanted that to do. So now I'm going to have to be on antibiotics, so I'm going to have to be on IV because of, I have group B strep. So I don't know how it's going to work, but if I want to, I want to be able to. And also, that's also if I don't get the epidural, because they usually don't allow you to walk, obviously, when you're numb. Excuse me, pain relief, epidural. I got an epidural with my daughter. I'm going to try to go natural. But if I don't, I'm not going to give myself a hard time about it. I want to see, I had back labor with my daughter, and that was to the point that I couldn't handle it. I couldn't. There was just no way I could handle it, so I ended up getting the epidural. So obviously if I had back labor again, because if you don't remember, I have back problems as it is, I'm going to get the epidural. Sorry, I'm having another contraction. When pushing, like they have a bunch of lists, like if you want to be coached, if you don't want to be coached, or I don't mind being coached by the nurses or doctor, like to say when to push or how long to push. I'm perfectly fine with that. I know some people don't like that. I'm perfectly fine with being coached. I haven't done birthing classes or anything like that. I've never found it necessary. Positions when pushing, I want semi-reclined, so on my back, semi-reclined. That's how I do it with my daughter. It's fine. Anything else? Sorry, my computer made a noise at me. Obviously I'm planning on having a vaginal birth. As long as everything goes fine, I don't need an emergency C-section. Like I said, that's the one thing I don't want, but obviously if it's an emergency, it's an emergency. I want them to save me and the baby. I am fine with getting the episiotomy, I guess that's how you say it, when they cut you. I was with my daughter. They had to cut. It wasn't a big deal. Some people were really against it. I have no problem with it because as soon as he cut me, I had her. It was like this one little tendon, muscle, whatever, that was preventing her coming, and it was done. So I got stitches, and I mean, it healed fine. I mean, yeah, it's going to be painful down there anyways, but I'm perfectly fine with getting that. After birth, I want to hold my baby right away, and I want to breastfeed as soon as possible, and I want my husband to cut the cord. I will donate cord blood. And then out of postpartum, I want all the procedures that can be done to be taken done in my presence. So anything with the baby, I'd like to try to do that mostly in my presence instead of being taken to like the nursery and stuff. If the baby has to be taken away and I can't be with the baby, I want my husband to stay with the baby. We'll stay in a private room, which we will. There's no double rooms, I don't believe. So we'll be staying in a private room. I want a cot provided for my husband, and I want the baby with me 24 hours. Actually, at my hospital, unless there's medically a reason for you not to have your baby, like you can't do it or the baby needs, be monitored, they don't have a nursery to put it in at night. So, like, on the birth plan, there was people like, I don't want my baby in my room unless it's for feedings. Like, to me, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't think you should be having a child. Like, if you don't, like, get used to it, it's motherhood. So, yeah, I want my kid with me 24 hours. Like, and like I said, at my hospital, I don't have the option, which I'm glad. I don't think they should be given the option to, like not have them and just bring them to you when they're hungry. Like, wouldn't you want to be around your baby? I don't know. That's just me. I want my daughter to be brought in as soon as possible to meet the new baby. So whenever she can be brought in, I want her to come in so she can be part of the experience of meeting her baby brother. Feeding, I am breastfeeding exclusively, and I will not be offering my baby a pacifier. That's with you get nipple confusion. And usually you just kind of want to give it a couple weeks. I mean, sometimes I say longer, but I mean, you just want them not to get confused, when they're trying to suck and feed. So I'm not going to offer the baby a pacifier in the hospital. Maybe a few weeks afterwards, we'll see. He might not need it. My daughter was a pacifier baby, and it took forever to break that habit. So it's kind of a habit like I don't want to start, because that was the hardest thing with her. I am going to circumcise my son. I've talked about that. So he's going to be circumcised at the hospital and discharged. I want to stay at the hospital for probably 2 days. That's usually how long they keep you. Obviously, if everything's fine and good, we can be discharged after a day. That's fine. I don't mind staying the 2 days just because, it doesn't bother me. Like, either way. So that's pretty much it. And so they have like this all printed out at babysitter.com. And you can print it out and like check off everything and do everything. Like I said, I feel like my birth plan is very simple. I'm kind of go with the flow. I don't mind. There's nothing I'm like, oh, I don't want to have this. Like I said, I don't want to have a C-section unless it's medically necessary, which usually they don't give you a C-section unless it's medically necessary. So, that's pretty much it. So, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or let me know. Like I said, if I can find the link. If not, just look at babycenter.com, search birth plan. Like I said, that's where I got that off of. If you find it necessary to take one to your hospital. Like I said, I'm not taking mine to the hospital. Just kind of did it for you, give you guys an insight on what my plans are and kind of, what I did with my daughter. Like I said, it's kind of winging it. I mean, I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but I mean, it's just something that's so unpredictable and you don't know what's going to happen until it happens. So, that's pretty much it. So, I hope you enjoyed and you guys have a great day. Bye.